Today we're going to learn about algebraic equations. When solving algebraic equations, you have to remember that the algebraic equation contains numbers and variables. Variables are the letters that we'll see. Algebraic equations have an equal sign, and they can be solved. To solve an algebraic equation, the first thing we'll do will be to remove all parentheses. We'll then combine any like terms found on either side of the equal sign. We'll separate the constant term and the variable term by the equal sign. And last, we'll divide by the number multiplied to the variable. Let's try an example. Here, for this problem, we are solving the equation 2x minus 9 equals 7. To solve, we have to move the constant term to the same side of the equation with the other constant term. So we'll move the minus y over to the right side with the 7. To move the minus 9, we will have to add 9 to both sides. Remember, adding the 9, we have negative 9 plus 9 on the left side, so that becomes 0. Left side, we have 2x, and it will equal 16. The last thing we'll do is we'll divide by the number multiplied to the x. So we'll divide both sides of the equation by 2. The final answer is x equals 8. Let's look at another example. In this example, we have a little more to do. On the left side, we have 7x plus 5 minus 2x. The right side of the equal sign, we have 3 times x minus 4 minus 1. So if I simplify the right-hand side, the left-hand side, we have 7x minus 2. 7x minus 2x will give us 5x, and we bring down the positive 5. It's equal to 3 times x minus 4 minus 1. On the right side, we have to remove the parentheses. So we're going to write the left side down again, and now we'll concentrate on the right. Using the distributive property, we have 3x. 3 times x gives us 3x. 3 times negative 4 will give us negative 12, or we'll say minus 12. The minus 1 that's on the outside of the parentheses will not be distributed with the 3. They will not be multiplied. We'll just bring the minus 1 down. So now on the right side, we have 3x minus 12 minus 1. We will combine the minus 12 and the minus 1 to be a minus 13. Now on the left, we have a variable and a constant. On the right, we also have another variable and a constant. Our next goal is to put all variables on one side of the equation, all constant terms on the opposite side of the equal sign. It doesn't matter which one we move, but for some, it is easier to move all variables to the left-hand side. So that's what we'll do. We'll subtract 3x from both sides of the equation. 5x minus 3x will give us 2x. Bring down the plus 5. It's equal to 3x minus 3x is 0. There's no variable left on the right-hand side. We do have the negative 13. Now we'll move the positive 5. So we'll move the 5 over with the negative 13. To do this, we'll subtract 5 from both sides of the equation. 5 minus 5 is 0. On the left-hand side, we have 2x, and is equal to the negative 13 minus 5 is negative 18. Now, to get x completely by itself, we'll divide by the number multiplied to the x. So we'll divide both sides of the equation by 2. This gives us an answer. Negative 18 divided by 2 will give us a negative 9. Let's look at another example. In this example, we are to translate and solve the word problem. A taxi costs $2 plus 90 cents per mile. If Tammy travels from the airport, there's an additional charge of $4 for tolls. How far can she travel from the airport by taxi for $37.50? To translate this problem, we'll look at the key words. The first sentence says that a taxi costs $2 plus 90 cents per mile. So we have 2 plus 90 cents per mile. So we have 0.90. The question at the end is how far. So we're trying to figure out how many miles. So the number of miles right now is the variable x. If Tammy travels from the airport, there is an additional charge of $4 per toll. So here, the word additional means that we are adding $4 for tolls. We again want to know how far she can travel from the airport by taxi for $37.50. So we'll set this equation equal to $37.50. As an equation, the first thing we'll do is combine any like terms on the left-hand side. So here we have the 2 and the 4. So we'll have 6 plus 0.90x equal to the 37.50. We'll subtract 6 from both sides, preparing to get the variable by itself. 6 minus 6 is 0. On the left, we have the 0.90x equal to the right side of 31.50. The last thing we'll do is divide by the number multiplied to the x. So we'll divide by 0.90 on both sides. So x will equal 35. So this answer is saying that Tammy can travel 35 miles for $37.50.